go, ladies and gentlemen. Woo-wee! Okay, let's get it, baby. Oh! Let's go, chat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in as we got another wicked night of racing action coming right at you here. Oh, baby, we got the Bow Racers back in action. A little bit of modified action here at Port Royal, baby. This is such a beautiful racetrack. These drivers, they've been out here ripping some laps. They've been getting some good practice in, and they're ready to put on a wicked show for us here this evening as these drivers are about to get ready to go to battle, baby. Oh! Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in, chat. Hopefully you guys all are having a wonderful Monday. Wonderful Monday here as thankfully, you know, it's a new week and we're ready to rock and roll. I don't know if anyone's watching some Monday Night Football, but I do know that there's some big football game or something on down there tonight. I don't know what that is, but I don't even watch football. I think, what is it? Isn't it like the Tom Brady's team and the Bills or something like that that are playing? I don't even know. I know there's some sort of a team, some sort of a football game that's happening tonight. I'm watching the game now. You're watching the game now. Nice. Yo, Richard Grimm coming in, smashing that like and the share on the stream. What is good, Richard? Mitchell Howell coming in with that like and the share as well. Zach says, watching the game right now. What's the score, man? What's the score? I'm always a Tom Brady fan, so I'm always going to cheer for Tom Brady because, I mean, Tom Brady, I just want to see that guy win like 5 more Super Bowls. We're never going to see a guy like that ever again. I don't think we ever will. So that's something that I want to see. But the Bills are pretty good. I think that's who they're playing. The Bills are pretty good right now. They've been playing some pretty good football. Yo, Susie Dickinson, Mama Bear coming in with that reaction on the stream. What is good, Mama Bear? Susie coming in, smashing that like. Zachary coming in, smashing that like as well. Let's get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Heat race number 1 already out on the racetrack here. So heat race number 1 already jumping out here as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing for our first heat race of the evening. On the pole in this one in the 21 ride, that is Bill Nicholson to his outside. In the 93, that is Mitchell Howell. Starting in position number 3 in the 44 ride, that is Blaze Burwell to his outside. That is Michael B. Harris. And rounding out our field in that Mobile Auto Care B2D Manufacturing number 17, that is Jeremy Sutton as we are green flag racing. And already it is that 21 ride of Bill Nicholson out in front trying to run a little bit away with this one. As we can see, he's got a little bit of a football theme paint scheme on that thing. I believe that is the Kansas City Chiefs paint scheme there for Bill as Bill repping his team right there, and he almost gets taken out right there as a little bit of contact between him and Mitchell. Howell's going to allow the 44 ride to jump right up there. Now here comes Blaze Burwell with a big slide job there in the 44 ride. Bill's going to try to battle back here on the bottom side through 1 and 2, but that 44 ride is looking very stout here once again. You see Mitchell having to slide down the racetrack there to avoid any contact between him and Bill Nicholson back there for second. So Bill's going to hang on to second position there as Blaze Burwell out in front and trying to run away with this one. Mitchell Howell still trying to work his way down and underneath that 21 ride of Bill Nicholson. So Bill and Mitchell having a good battle back here for position number 2, but now that Blaze Burwell is out in front and all by himself, that 44 ride continues to pull away here. Now out to about a 1.2 second lead. It's 12-0 Cowboys. Holy moly. 12-0 Cowboys. That's fine. Tom Brady's a comeback king. I'm sure we'll see Tom Brady make a huge comeback in like the second half. I'm sure we'll see it. Blaze Burwell clicking off another lap. 3 more laps left to go here. Bill Nicholson right there in position number 2. Mitchell Howell there in third as Howell trying to work his way still around that 21 ride. Jeremy Sutton and Michael B. Harris battle back here for 4th and 5th position on the racetrack as that Mobile Auto Care number 17 ride gonna hold on for now in that 4th position. Susie, hello my boy, hello Susie, how you doing my girl? Susie coming in, showing that love, and now we see 21 right of Bill Nicholson up into the outside wall. Bill hard into that outside wall, almost goes upside down. 2 wheels up in the air there, and he's going to lose 3 positions on the racetrack. Going from second, now back into position number 5. And now we see Blaze Burwell with issues. Blaze Burwell falling back here. He's now back into 5th. That's going to give the lead away to the 93 rider, Mitchell Howell, as Howell leads him off corner number 4. He's going to pick up heat race win number 1. Jeremy Sutton there in second. Michael B. Harris in third. Bill Nicholson and Blaze Burwell rounding out heat race number 1. Holy moly, that almost got out of hand there. I don't know what happened to the 44 ride of Blaze Burwell, but he was out in front and it looked like he was running away with that thing, and then all of a sudden that ride was just dead. It was just limping there coming off of corner number 2, so I'm not too sure what happened to the 44 ride. So we're going to get ready here for heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 about to get underway and starting on the pole. You can see that 96 ride. He's feeling real frisky and risky right now as he's up there on the wheel. That's the 96 ride of Skylar Pruitt. Pruitt starting there from the pole position to his outside. It's that 57 ride of Christian Devine. Mr. Flying Devine there on the outside of the front row. Starting on position number 3 there in the 82 ride, that is Chris Hubble, and to his outside in that beauty marked number 89 ride, that is Roland Reese. We got 4 drivers here getting ready to go green flag racing in heat race number 2. Looks like we're going to get one more trip around the racetrack here. That pace car staying out there. So we're going to get one more lap around here. Matty, Mr. Fletchell, what is good, Matty boy? What is good, Matt? Matt coming in showing that love. Brian Payton coming in showing that love as well. Smashing that heart reaction. Much love, boys. Much love coming in. Smashing those reactions. Showing that love. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. That 96 is slow. That 96 is pretty slow. I'm not going to lie. He's pretty slow out there on the racetrack. I'm sure we're going to have to watch him be way back there at the rear of the field all night long. You know, we'll have to try to talk about him a couple times, but, you know, more than likely we'll talk about him when he's getting lapped and stuff, you know? I can see it. I can see it. All right, Chad, as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here. Skylar Pruitt and Flying Divine lead us back down to the green flag as we are back to live racing action here from Port Royal. Port Royal, such a beautiful, beautiful racetrack, putting on another great show here for us, and another great, beautiful racetrack here tonight as Skylar Pruitt out in front. He's going to lead lap number 1, but he's got the 57 ride of Flying Divine right there on his back bumper as Divine gives him a little bit of a shock there going down into corner number 1. That's going to open the door here for the 89 ride of Roland Reese to try to jump down and make a move here. They make a little bit of contact as Roland takes position number 2 away here from Christian Devine. So Devine back to position number 3 as Roland Reese now up into second. Out in front, it's still that's 96 ride of Skylar Pruitt as Pruitt continues to lead the way here. That 96 ride out in front and getting the job done here in heat race number 1. Roland Reese right there in position number 2 with Christian Devine there in third. Chris Hubble there in position number 4, trying to stick right there with them as not a huge field of cars here tonight, but they're going to put on a great race for us nonetheless as Skylar Pruitt out in front showing a lot of speed. I'm sure we'll have to see Skylar Pruitt and Blaze Burwell, I'm sure by the end of this one, are going to be duking it out at the front of the field as they're going to be battling side by side as out in front. Skylar Pruitt trying to pick up heat race win number 2 as now he gets up into the wall. Skylar Pruitt into the wall. Here comes Roland Reese. Reese is going to make the pass and take that lead away. Skylar's going to try to battle back strong here, but hopefully not a lot of damage to that 96 ride as he gets up into that outside wall going down the front straightaway, and we got a new race leader. And here comes Flying Divine as well. Flying Divine now up into the outside wall. Flying Divine upside down. Luckily enough, lands back on all 4 tires. Skylar Pruitt parked down on the bottom side of corner number 1. As Mayhem coming out here, we're going to see our first caution flag here. It's our first caution flag coming out in a heat race that only had 4 drivers. What in the world? How is this happening, chat? How is this happening? So we're going to take a look back and see what happens as Christian Devine tries to send it in there up on the high side to get around Skylar Pruitt. Just looks like Skylar's rear end kind of comes up, tags that front right of Christian Devine, sends him up into that outside wall, and then he goes for a wild ride there in corner number 1. We'll jump right on board here. Woo! Ooh, Chris Hubble just barely avoiding that one. He almost got a big piece of that 57 ride afterwards. We're going to get him stacked back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Man, oh man, oh man. Christian Devine going for a wild run, but Skylar Pruitt going from hero to zero there rather quickly as he goes from position number 1 and running away with this one to back into position number 4. It's now Roland Reese out in front, Chris Hubble, Christian Devine, and Skylar Pruitt rounding out our top 4 drivers here in heat race number 2 as we're going to go back to green flag racing as the green flag back out in the air. Roland Reese with 2 more laps left to go here. We'll have to see if he can get it done. Chris Hubble trying to hold on to position number 2, but he's got Flying Divine all over his back bumper. Divine going to drive it down to the bottom side of the racetrack, go for that slide jump. A beautiful crossover, though, out of the 82 ride as he's going to jump back in front, and here comes Skylar Pruitt right down to the bottom side of the racetrack as the white flag has already been displayed, so Roland Reese going to lead us down the backstretch here one more time into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4 as these guys continue to battle back here. Almost 3 wide, some more contact. Roland Reese is going to pick up heat race win number 2. Chris Hubble there in second. Christian Devine going to come home there in position number 3 with Skylar Pruitt coming home there in 4th after a crazy, crazy heat race right there. I don't even know how to tell you what just happened in that one. That was pretty wild. That was a pretty crazy heat race. I'm not going to lie, chat. These guys were beating and banging all over the place. Yo, Anthony, my boy Anthony coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Anthony, coming in, showing that love. Let's get it, chat. Let's get it, baby. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! This is gonna be good, man. This is gonna be good. These drivers are gonna jump out there. They're gonna get a quick warm-up session in. They're gonna jump out onto the racetrack here. They're gonna get some extra practices. We'll take a look at our heat race number 2 winner. There's the 89 ride of Roland Reese as Reese picks up heat race win number 2 in that beauty mark number 89 ride. Sets it in a little bit deep there. He's gonna keep it rolling though. Woo. Skylar Pruitt back out onto the racetrack as well. You see that 57 ride of Flying Divine right there in front of him. Divine sporting that Peacemaker Gaming logo there on the side of his ride, looking very, very fresh. Sutton out there, that Mobile Auto Care number 17 machine, that B2D manufacturing ride right there as well. Sutton looking pretty good out there in that 17 machine, looking pretty stout, looking like he's trying to figure out that high side of the racetrack, as we know that high side for quite a while is going to be the line you want to be in. That's where you're going to carry the most momentum, the most top-end speed, and being able to carry as much speed as possible down these long straightaways. That high side is going to play a pivotal role here in this one. These drivers are going to try to make sure that they stay out there onto that high side of the racetrack and carry as much of that momentum as they can. The tricky thing to do here at this racetrack is keeping that car dead straight, keeping it from trying to go around or anything else is it's a very hard thing to do. These guys are going to have their handful trying to make sure that they can keep up and keep all that momentum built up for so many laps. These guys continue to duke it out right here. A good little battle going on. A good little battle right there, chat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to quickly take a quick break here. We got about 2 minutes left to go here, and then we're going to get right into our A-Main feature event. Is our A-Main about to get underway? Yo, dude guy, my boy, dude coming in. Brian, what is good, my boy? Dude coming in, showing that love. What is good, homie? Coming in with the, let's say, 407 days of followage. 407 days? Are you kidding me? Holy moly, my boy. That is crazy. Coming in with the checkered flags as well. Let's go, my boy. Let's go, homie. Let's get it, my dude. Woo! Coming in with those checker flags, a little twerky twerk emote as well there. Let's go, homie. Let's go. Much love, dude guy. Ryan coming in, showing all that love. Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like our practice session here is going to be over. That means we're going to get ready for our A-Main feature event as we're going to get ready to rock and roll here as these drivers start to load into the sim here at the beautiful Port Royal Speedway. We're going to get ready to rock and roll here in this one, ladies and gentlemen. Starting on the pole here tonight in the 93 machine, that is Mitchell Howell. To his outside in the 89 ride, that is Roland Reese. And starting inside of row number 2. In the 17 ride, the mobile auto care machine, that is the 17 of Jeremy Sutton. Into his outside in the 82 machine, that is Chris Hubble. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 8 machine, that is Michael B. Harris. Into his outside in that Peacemaker Gaming number 57, that is Flying Divine. Starting inside of row number 4 in the 21 machine, it's that KC, that number 21 ride up Bill Nicholson. Into his outside in the 96 ride, that is Skylar Pruitt. Rounding out our field in the 33, that is Blaze Burwell as we are green flag racing here from Port Royal Speedway already. Bill Nicholson up into the outside wall and turned around here. He's going to get that car pointed back in the right direction. But a tough break there for the 21 ride. No caution flag. We're going to keep on trucking as the 93 of Mitchell Howell out in front here. Howell leading the way, but here comes Roland Reese. Reese now trying to poke his nose into the fun here at the front of the field as Howell gets up into the outside wall. He's going to go around right in front of the field, and our caution flag is going to fly. Caution flag coming out here for the 93 of Mitchell Howell as he sends it in there, gets up into that outside wall, just a little bit too much of it. Goes for a wild ride there up on top of this outside wall right there. Oh, that's a tough break there for the 93 ride. Quite a bit of damage. He's going to have to take that thing down pit side to get some work done to it. As we'll take another look at this one. The 89 rider, Roland Reese, sends it in there. I don't know if he would have cleared him or not, but Mitchell getting up into that outside wall nonetheless. The tough break there is that 93 ride was looking very, very stout out there at the front of the field. Now going to be deep in this one. We're going to get them all lined back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing as Roland Reese leads the way here. Jeremy Sutton right there in second. Chris Hubble, Michael B. Harris, and Skylar Pruitt now up inside the top 5 as Pruitt already up into position number 5 here. Krishna Vine, Blaze Burwell, Bill Nicholson, and Mitchell Howell rounding out our field as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here. It's the green flag back out in the air here once again for Roland Reese. As Reese gets the first restart here out in front, and now trying to pull away from that 17 machine of Jeremy Sutton as he leads him down the backstretch, stretching his lead out more and more. As Roland Reese shot out of a cannon here on this restart, looking to try to take this win away, as now we see Blaze Burwell going around, and another caution flag flies. Blaze Burwell getting some contact in that 44 ride, going around, and our caution flag gonna come back out. Let's take a look and see what happens here. We'll watch this 44 machine. Looks like he gets up into the 57 ride. A Flying Divine here. Flying Divine up on the high side, just kind of tries to cross back over him, doesn't quite clear him, runs into that back left rear quarter panel, lifts that rear end up in the air and spins that 44 machine around. And that's going to bring out our second caution flag of the evening. We're going to get these drivers all lined back up. We're going to stack them back up, re-rack them, and try this one all over again. So these drivers having a great deal of fun out here on the racetrack, as these guys are, you know, a smaller field of drivers, but these guys are having as much fun as they possibly can. Probably having a lot of jokes and having a lot of fun up there in the Discord, as we're going to go back to green flag racing, as Roland Reese back out in front here as he leads the way back down to the green flag. Jeremy Sutton right there in second, as he was looking to go for maybe that little bit of a slide job there. A good run, though, from the 89 ride to stay out in front of him. Now, here comes Skylar Pruitt. Pruitt up into position number 4, and he's looking for more as he's trying to make the move here on the 82 ride of Chris Hubble. Hubble going to use that high side momentum to stay out in front of that 96 ride, but Skylar Pruitt trying to work his way towards the front of the field, and here comes Michael B. Harris, Christian Devine, as well as Devine now taking a look down low here. And here comes Blaze Burwell quickly making some moves already back up into 7th. And he's already taking a look down low here below the 8 ride and the 57 machine as he's trying to work his way up towards the front, as they're 3 wide up here for position number 2. And Skylar Pruitt is going to clear the 17 and the 82 ride. The 17 going to slide up a little bit. It's now Chris Hubble works his way around Jeremy Sutton as well, and Sutton now has Blaze Burwell and Christian Devine right there behind him. As the 96, Skylar Pruitt jumps out into position number 2. Nowhere in sight here is our leader of Roland Reese, as Reese has almost a 3-second lead here, continuing to try and pull away more and more and more, as he would love to close the door and pick up this checkered flag before anything else happens, as he's trying to click off as many laps as possible here and keeping that 96 ride of Skylar Pruitt back there in at bay, as Chris Hubble there, and there's the caution as Christian Devine going to go upside down again here. So does it Mitchell Howell. It's the 17 ride of Jeremy Sutton goes around. An unfortunate break there for Sutton, and our caution flag going to come back out. The last thing Roland Reese wanted to see. We'll take a look back and see what happens here as 17 ride slides off the racetrack. A huge run there out of the 57 ride, gets right into his rear end. Spins the 17 ride around, and then nowhere else to go for Bill Nicholson or the 93 ride of Mitchell Howell to avoid that contact. And unfortunately for Mitchell, he's going to end up upside down here. And that's definitely not the spot he wants to be. We'll jump right on board here with Howell. Oh, tries to get checked up, just couldn't get there, and it rolls over. At least nice and easy, but still enough damage to be done, and having to try to flip him back over is not going to be fun for our field. We're going to get him stacked back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here. You see Mitchell Howell parked down pit side there, getting some work done to his ride. Same with the 8 car of Michael B. Harris, as well as Harris getting some work done to that 8 machine there. They're both parked down pit side, in a tough break there for both of those drivers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to get ready here, I do believe the lights are going to turn off this official iRacing pace truck, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing this time by as we see Mitchell Howell jumping back out onto the racetrack here. So good to see Howell back out onto the track, but unfortunately he's going to be, I do believe, a couple laps down here as he's going to try to catch back up to the rear of the field here before we go back to green flag racing, as that official iRacing pace truck is going to make that hard left-hand turn down into corner number 3 there, and we're going to get ready to send these drivers back loose. As out in front, Roland Reese now has Skylar Pruitt right there to his outside as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing as Roland Reese out in front and leading the way. A great restart there over Skylar Pruitt as Pruitt right there in position number 2, and now here comes Blaze Burwell. Burwell now up into position number 3, and he is looking mean after getting caught up in a couple incidences trying to work his way through the field. That 44 right now up into the top 3 here, and he's going to be looking for more as here we go up and around the outside now is Skylar Pruitt. So Pruitt goes back to position number 3 as Blaze Burwell jumps up into position number 2. And here comes the 89 ride of Roland Reese as Reese trying to stay out in front. Now Blaze Burwell up into the outside wall. Almost goes for a ride there. Blaze Burwell almost going for a ride. He's going to somehow hang on to that thing, and he's going to keep on trucking. Hopefully not too much damage done to that 44 machine. Yo, Amanda Means. Amanda coming in, showing that love. Smashing that like on the stream. Amanda, how you doing, my girl? Coming in, showing that love here tonight. Out in front, Roland Reese continues to show the way as now he's got the 82 rider, Chris Hubble. Going to try to put Chris down a lap here. We're almost halfway in and halfway to go here, and this race is far from over as Roland Reese continues to lead the way, and Blaze Burwell right there in his tire tracks trying to reel him in as that 44 ride is a man on a mission here tonight. Yo, Dana Mobley coming in. What is good, Dana? Dana coming in, showing that love, and now the 89 ride up into the outside wall. Some contact between our leaders as well as here comes Blaze Burwell. A big slide job here in 3 and 4. Gets up into the wall and a great crossover from Roland Reese as Reese is going to stay out in front. As Roland Reese and Blaze Burwell giving us one heck of a show. Skylar Pruitt right there in position number 3 as he's right there hanging with our top 2 drivers, just waiting for something to happen where he can make his move, and now he gets up into the outside wall. And the caution flag is going to fly here, as I do believe Chris Hubble having some issues, but I do believe it was Christian Devine bringing out our caution flag here again. We'll take a look back and see what happens to Chris Hubble. Some contact there. Oh, yeah, he gets a couple big hammers there as Mitchell Howell and the 57 ride get into him. Unfortunately, that's not what brings out our first caution flag. The caution flag comes out right here for the 57 ride, applying to Vinus. He sends it down into the corner here on the outside of 21 ride, gets up into that outside wall, goes upside down, and goes for another wild ride there. Christian Devine, not the first time he's been upside down here tonight, as that 57 ride's been having a little bit of a rough go here. Getting smoked, Machine, unfortunately getting smoked right there up into that outside wall. And a tough break there for Flying Divine as he gets collected. And yet again, another wreck as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing with Roland Reese out in front. Blaze Burwell right there in position number 2. Skylar Pruitt there in third. Bill Nicholson, Jeremy Sutton, Mitchell Howell, Chris Hubble, Flying Divine, and Michael B. Harris rounding out our field here in this one as we're going to get one more time around here. So the lights still turned on, that official iRacing pace truck. So we're going to get another lap around before we go back to green flag racing. I do believe they're waiting for Flying Divine to finish his pit stop here and get back out onto the racetrack here. You also see Michael B. Harris parked down pit side getting some work done still to that 8 ride. See Flying Divine starting to roll here as he's going to rejoin the field here off corner number 1, and he's going to get back up to speed here with all the other drivers. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here this time by. As Christian Devine letting loose here as he's trying to catch back up to the rear of the field here to rejoin these drivers back on the lead lap. All right, as he catches up to the field, it's Roland Reese and Blaze Burwell going to lead us back down here to the green flag as the green flag back out in the air here once again. Roland Reese out in front, showing the way here as that 89 ride tries to hold off the hard-charging Blaze Burwell as Burwell goes for that slider. Here comes Skylar Pruitt in that 96. He's ready to pounce and he's ready to make his move as he's right there on the back bumper side by side. Down across the start-finish line goes Blaze Burwell and the 89 of Roland Reese. Reese going to cross him back over here once again as they're going to drag race down the back stretch. Roland Reese and Blaze Burwell putting on one heck of a show in the 96 ride of Skylar Pruitt right there ready to pounce as this is a great 3-car battle here at the front of the field. Still side by side at the line there as that 44 ride slides out the racetrack. Once again looking for a big run here out of that 89 machine. He's going to slide back up in front of the 44, just barely clear him as a good run out of corner number 4 for the 44 ride as Blaze Burwell's going to solely take that lead away as now out in front with Roland Reese there in second. Skylar Pruitt there in third, and now we got another driver up into the outside wall. It's the 93 ride of Mitchell Howell going upside down here once again in the caution flag, going to come back out. See Jeremy Sutton getting a piece of that as well, slow on the bottom of the racetrack. The caution flag gonna fly here once again. So we'll take a look back and see what happens. First with Jeremy Sutton. Sutton sends it in. Oh, just a little bit of contact there with the 93 ride, sends Sutton upside down. Oh my, I don't know how Chris Hubble made it underneath that. I don't think he made any contact there with that spinning and flipping number 17 riders. We'll take a look and see. Chris Hubble's going to get a good view of this one. Wow. I don't think he even hit him. I don't think he even hit him, chat. Wow. That was too close to call right there. That was way too close to call. As we'll see what happens to the 93 ride as he slides up the racetrack here, trying to slide up in front of that 17 ride. Unfortunately, just doesn't clear him. He gets up into the wall himself here, kind of digs in and climbs that outside wall, goes upside down. A little bit of a ride there for himself as well, stuck sideways there on the racetrack. Another tough break there for the 93 ride of Mitchell Howell and that 17 of Jeremy Sutton as we're going to go back to green flag racing as Blaze Burwell with a great restart there, quickly clearing that 89 ride and jumping up to the high side of the racetrack as Blaze Burwell out in front, continuing to lead the way. Blaze out in front here. 9 more laps left to go, this time by the start-finish line, as Roland Reese right there in second. Bill Nicholson there in third. Skylar Pruitt there in fourth, with Chris Hubble there in position number 5, as Christian Devine and Jeremy Sutton battle back here for 6th and 7th. They got Mitchell Howell right there behind them, but out in front, side by side again, as here comes the 89 rider, Roland Reese. Reese looking again to try to take this lead back side by side here. Gets a little loose out of corner number 2 there, and Blaze gonna stay out in front, as Blaze Burwell trying some different lines on the racetrack now, trying the bottom side here, as that's gonna give some big runs to the 89. And that's what's allowing this 89 ride to try to slide up in front of him. Some contact, upside down goes Roland Reese. Reese going for a big flip down here in corner number 2 at Port Royal. Upside down, and the caution flag coming back out here. So man, what a ride for Roland Reese right there, as he goes for a crazy, crazy run right there down into corner number 1, going for that big slider. Unfortunately, just barely doesn't quite clear that 44 ride. Up into that outside wall. The 82 ride that time comes in and cleans him out, and he goes for a wild ride. We're going to jump right on board here with the 89 ride. And that car is all tore up, man. A tough break for the 89 ride of Roland Reese, as he was looking very, very stout, looking to try and pick up this win, or at least a good, solid podium finish. Now back in position number 8. He's going to have a lot of fast drivers right there in front of him to try to work his way around here once again, as that pace truck going to make the hard left-hand turn. We're going to get ready to set these drivers back loose. It's Blaze Burwell out in front. Bill Nicholson there in second. Skylar Pruitt, Chris Hubble, Christian Devine, Jeremy Sutton, Mitchell Howell, and Roland Reese rounding out our field, as we are back to green flag racing. Blaze Burwell with a wonderful restart right there, quickly clearing 4 or 5 car lengths down through corner number 3, into corner number 3 and 4 here. That 44 ride is absolutely shot out of a cannon here late in the race, as Bill Nicholson having a great run in that 21 ride, solidly right there in second, now trying to reel in that 44 ride of Blaze Burwell. One mistake out of Burwell could have that 21 ride right there on his back bumper, and here comes Skylar Pruitt as well. Pruitt now up into position number 3, as he's all over the back bumper of Bill Nicholson there through corner number 4, as Bill really had to hang on to that one. As Skylar Pruitt, now some contact with Flying Divine. Divine's going to spin him out, and around goes Skylar Pruitt, and the caution flag going to come back out here once again. Skylar Pruitt unfortunately getting some contact there and going around. I'm sure Pruitt's not going to be very happy about that one, as he was looking to have a good run trying to find his way around that 21 ride. And it looks like just a little bit of contact, him having to get onto the binders there to avoid hitting the 21 ride again. 57, which is with a big run, just gets right into his left rear quarter panel and spins that 96 ride around. Jeremy Sutton with a piece of that one. A little bit of damage there, not too much for the 17 ride. Unfortunate break there for Skylar Pruitt, as he was having a great night himself. Slowly but surely working his way through the field there, then getting collected in that one's the last thing he wanted, as he was looking to have a great run and trying to take that second spot away. But now I'm going to be deep in this field here. We're going to stack them back up, and we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing, as Blaze Burwell out in front here. Bill Nicholson there in second, Christian Devine in third, Chris Hubble, Jeremy Sutton, Roland Reese Mitchell Howell and Skylar Pruitt rounding out our field as we are back to green flag racing as the green flag back out in the air here once again. It's the green flag coming back out for that 44 ride of Blaze Burwell as Burwell trying to run away with this one. Bill Nicholson right there in second though. In that Kansas City Chiefs number 21 ride, right there in second, looking for a touchdown here tonight, trying to find a last little bit, that final quarter touchdown here to maybe try to jump up there and pass that 44 ride. We can see Bill getting really loose as Christian Devine all over that back bumper of the 21 ride. As Bill really sideways through these corners, losing a lot of momentum, and that's allowing that 57 ride to stay right there with him. As now, here comes a big slide job out of the 57 of Christian Devine as Devine jumps up and takes position number 2, and here comes Skylar Pruitt as the white flag has already been thrown one more time here at a corner number 4 for the 44 ride as Blaze Burwell is going to pick up the feature win here tonight. Christian Devine coming home in second. Chris Hubble there across the line in position number 3 as Bill Nicholson slides back late in this one to 4th. Skylar Pruitt back up into 5th there. Roland Reese in position number 6. Jeremy Sutton and Mitchell Howell there in 7th and 8th. And Michael B. Harris rounding out our field in position number 9. But man, oh man. A great run there for that 44 ride. We saw him get caught up in a couple different incidences, going upside down a few times, and here he is picking up that checkered flag. It's Christian Devine coming home in position number 2. Chris Hubble there in 3rd. Hubble with a great run there as well, working his way back up into a podium finish late in this one. You can see these drivers trying to get lined up here for their photos. Down here on the front stretch, Blaze Burwell picking up that checkered flag. What a run and what a drive there for that 44 ride. And ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere as we're going to pull our race winners here, our top 3 podium finishers up into the Discord for some post-race interviews. Hey Blaze, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth to get a copy.
Yeah.
Blaze, my boy, what a little bit of a crazy run out there, man. We saw you have to start at the rear of the field. We saw you get caught up in a few different wrecks here and there. We saw some other, big slide jobs being thrown between you and, we saw Roland Reese and Skylar Pruitt and all these guys up there battling hard at the front of the field. And at the end of it, man, you come across that start-finish line picking up the checkered flag here tonight, man. Take us back through that race and all the craziness that unfolded there all around you here in this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to start at the tail there, so I let off in the heat race and let them by. And then, I don't know, this is one of my favorite places to race. So, especially when it's slick like that, it makes it really challenging to run the top and kind of, I guess, if it's fast, it's just one lane around the top and nobody moves around. But when it gets slick like that, it makes the top a challenge so people move around. It makes the racing better. But
Absolutely.
It was a pretty fun race. We had a good time and we came out on top. So
Absolutely.
that's the goal.
That's what it's all about, man. Having a good time, having some fun out there on the racetrack as you guys were battling hard all night long, man. We saw a lot of beating and banging, and, even for a small field of cars, man, I know you guys were out there just having some fun out there, throwing some big slide jobs and, having some fun out there on the racetrack, trying to learn some new things as well for, other races and other series, as I'm sure you guys are always consistently trying to build each other up and trying to find some new things to do out there on the racetrack. And I'm sure you guys were having a lot of fun out there in this one as you guys were really mixing it up out there throughout the field.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it was a good time. I wish we would have had more people in here, but hey, that's part of it. We had 9 good cars, and we had a good time.
Absolutely, Blaze. Blaze, who would you like to thank for such a strong performance here tonight as you pick up the checkered flag here at Port Royal Speedway?
Oh, Jeremy for putting the race up, and you guys for broadcasting it, and all the good guys to race with every week.
Absolutely, Blaze. Congrats on picking up the checkered flag here tonight, my boy. Enjoy that victory down there in the Speed Palace victory lane.
Hey, thanks, man. Have a good night.
Absolutely. You as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there to our race winner, that 33 machine of Blaze Burwell, as Burwell gets it done here tonight. What a run and what a drive. Woohoo! Skyler, my boy. Skyler, that looked like you guys were having a lot of fun out there, but there was some carnage that unfolded, and unfortunately for you, it happened late in the race and not early in the race, and that's a tough break there for you, man. That was a tough break. Your car was looking very, very slick out there, homie. Same with Bill. Bill was looking really, really fast, man. Bill was looking really fast out there. Bill coming in, smashing that like on the stream. Skylar Pruitt coming in with that like as well. Kevin Odelski coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Odell? What is good, Skylar, my boy? That race was a freaking blast. I know you guys were having fun out there, man. I could just tell you guys were having a blast, man. Even though there wasn't a lot of cars out there or anything else, I could see you guys were just kind of mixing it up and everything else and having some fun, just kind of, not just racing. I'm sure you guys probably could have went single file 30 laps and had a not a really fun race, just a boring single file 9 cars up on the high side, not doing anything, kind of spread out a second or two between each other, and you guys were just absolutely gone and just instead, you guys ran side by side, mixed it up, threw sliders, had some fun out there, and had a good time, man. It was absolutely awesome. It was absolutely awesome. Get stuck on the bottom and you were toast. Yeah, the bottom side of this racetrack is very, very tough, man. It is very tough down there on the bottom side, especially on the restarts, man. The restarts here, unless if you're on the pole and you can actually fire, I don't like starting second. Like if you're on the outside of the leader, I don't know, something about this racetrack I just can't quite see or can't hit those restarts. It seems like you always lose that the second spot to the third place car on these restarts here at this racetrack. I don't know what it is just with me. I don't know if it's just like my peripheral vision or what. Just I can't hit these restarts here. Let her hang loose. Exactly. Letting her hang loose, baby. Letting her hang loose. You know it. You know it, Jeremy. Jeremy coming in, smashing that like on the stream as well. Let's go, chat. All right. We already heard from Blaze Burwell, our race winner. We're going to pull our second place finisher now, Mr. Christian Devine, up into the Discord here, into the broadcasting booth. Hey, Flying, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker broadcasting booth. Do you get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Flying, my boy, what a run and what a drive, man. We saw a lot of crazy action here tonight in this one as you guys were constantly mixing it up there. We saw that 57 ride go upside down, go for a couple crazy rides there, a little bit of contact and a little bit of beating and banging, and there you are at the end of this one, coming home in position number 2 on the podium with a great finish in that beautiful 57 ride, man. Take us back through this race and how you got it done and how you ended up here in position number 2.
Yeah, man, this car, I don't know what it was, but it loved the high side, and I just could finesse the throttle, and it just gripped all the way around the top. And it felt like nobody had nothing for me. I mean, I don't know what me and Blaze could have done. Like, if I could have got up to him without, all the incidents we got into tonight. But, it would have been a great race, I think, up there.
Absolutely, man. A great race and a great fun out there for all you drivers, man, as you guys put on a wicked show. Christian, a good run here tonight at Port Royal and a great finish here for yourself. Who do you got to thank for such a strong performance?
I got to thank you, this Peacemaker design car, man. It just flies. I don't know what's with it. I guess I'm going to have to keep driving it. And thank all the guys for showing up and racing, good, competitive guys. And thanks for everybody that's watching, because it helps you, and you help us. So yeah,
absolutely, man, absolutely. Well, congrats on the second place run, man, and that car is definitely looking very slick, man. I love that paint scheme, man. That's pretty slick. I love the purple and the black, the white, and everything else just kind of all goes together, especially with all the other logos that you have matching up there as well, or whatever. We see, obviously the B2D manufacturing one on there, and the Premier Door Company run on there, and everything else, man. That kind of just really pops and really looks really nice out there on the racetrack.
To get into a good paint job sometimes, and I bump out a few good ones. And yeah, anybody that wants one, they can check me out at Flying Divine Designs. Just hit me up.
Beauty. I will definitely share that out to people so that way they know and they can get a cool paint scheme just like this one.
Yes, sir.
Beauty. Christian, my boy, have yourself a wonderful evening and congrats on the second place run here tonight.
Thanks, you too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for the 57 ride of Christian Divine, Mr. Flying Divine, coming home in position number 2 here tonight as we're going to pull in our third place finisher now. The third place car out there on that racetrack, that's that 82 machine right there of Chris Hubble. As Hubble coming home in position number 3 here in this one. We're going to pull Chris up into the Discord. Hey, Chris, it's Aaron up here in the broadcasting booth to get a copy.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, I got a copy.
Chris, my boy, what a crazy, crazy race, man. We saw a lot of carnage out there and a lot of fun unfold as you guys were mixing it up, throwing a lot of slide jobs and crossovers and just having a good time out there on the racetrack. And once all the dust settled, you came home in that third spot, parking that 82 ride down here on the podium. How does it feel, and how did you get it done here tonight?
Let's face it, I don't have a clue what I'm doing, but I was there at the end. And I think Bill slowed down for me because I didn't want to get interviewed. So shout out to Bill for the extra position, I guess.
Absolutely. Hey, you know what? You got to take those when you can get them because, you're not always going to get them. So it's nice thing from Bill, but man, still a good run, man. We saw that 82 ride mixing it up and sliding around the racetrack and really getting into the mix of things there for a while, and there you are at the end, still in position to have a great run and a great finish and being able to snag that third spot away from that 21 ride.
Yeah, I mean, it happens, but you got to be there at the end. Somehow I was, and I was in a correct position, and I guess I got a little lucky.
Absolutely, Bill. Absolutely, Chris. Absolutely, my boy, as you had a great run and a great drive there. Who would you like to thank on that 82 ride for such a good run here tonight?
Oh, heck, I don't have any sponsors for tonight, but just thank you for broadcasting for us, and thanks for the other, 8 guys that showed up to give us a good race. And, yeah.
Beauty. All right. Well, Chris, congrats on the third place run. Hopefully we'll talk to you more down here in the broadcast booth this season as, we're still pretty early on in this thing. And, I mean, getting some points and having a good run like this, hopefully you can build some good momentum up for you. And hopefully we'll see you back down here in the broadcast booth more and more.
Yeah, I'll try like hell.
All right, Chris, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful night.
Thanks, man. Get ready for work.
Yes, absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Mr. Chris Hubble as Chris coming home there in position number 3. Chris with a great run and a great drive as he comes home in position number 3 here tonight. Man, what a run, what a drive. Laugh out loud. Wild Bill Nicholson is such a nice guy. He's such a nice guy, Jeremy. I know, right? He's such a nice guy. So nice. You earned it, buddy. He definitely did earn it. He definitely did earn it out there. I wouldn't say he didn't earn it. 100%. First to last, new achievement unlocked. Mitchell, my boy. Hey, you know what, man? It happens. Those races, they happen. Yo, Russell. Hey, my boy Russell coming in and out of nowhere with the 135-star bomb. Russell, my boy, coming in, showing that love. You know what? For that one, Russ, we'll turn the webcam back on. We'll turn the webcam back on just for that one. Russell, hey, my boy, coming in.
Alert, major bag alert. Bag alert, major.
Oh, major bag alert. Let's go. Russell, my boy, coming in, showing that love. The 135-star bomb. Much love, much appreciated, my boy. Man, so nice. Next week, we will be running street stocks. Ooh, baby, street stocks. Jeremy, let me know. Shoot me a message if you want to get that filled up more, if you want more cars on the track or not. I know you guys tend to try to keep it somewhat civil and somewhat, smaller, commodity, so we don't have as many cars out there on the racetrack, causing a lot of calamities and cautions and everything else. But you let me know if you guys want some other drivers. I could probably reach out and maybe try to find some other guys that might be a little bit better, a little bit better, clean, good drivers that probably make it a little bit fun. Roland Reese, my boy Roland, coming in, shooting in the.
I can't believe it. If it isn't Mike Honcho himself, shake and bake, buddy. Shake it.
You gotta shake it before you bake it. A little bit of shake and bake. Roland Reese coming in with the 100 stars as well. Let's go, baby. Much love, Roland. Much love, my boy. Coming in with the 100-star dono as well. Coming in and setting it off, man. What a nice guy right there, man. Such a nice guy. Such a beautiful, beautiful guy. Look at that. You guys even activated a star party challenge. Your audience has been challenged to send stars in the next 5 minutes. Encourage them to reach their goal. I don't know what the goal is, chat, but let's see if we can hit that star party. I don't know. I don't think it's been a long time since I even saw a star party or hit a star party. So see if we can hit that star party. If you guys are feeling generous, if you guys are feeling, like you guys want to support the channel a little bit more and send in a little bit of stars, a little bit of your hard-earned money to help out the stream a little bit more. I don't know what the star goal is. I don't think they usually have it very crazy, but I don't even know. I can't even see it on here. I can't even see it. I don't even know what it is. What's the star party? I don't know. You guys don't have to do it. You guys don't have to do it. Anyways, guys, man, what a run. What a race, man. These guys put on a great show here for us, man, nonetheless. And, Port Royal is just always such a beautiful, beautiful racetrack. Honestly, it doesn't matter what time of day you race this place at. That'd be nighttime or daytime. It's always such a beautiful racetrack. This is probably, like, one of the best ones that they actually created, like, for just scenic views. I think this is probably the best racetrack that they have on the sim. Honestly, hands down, it's got to be, man. Like, just like the way that front wall is and everything else, like how they have the coloring and like the dirt and everything else coming through it, and like the hue tinge on it and everything, and then like all the stonework and stuff that's around the track in certain areas, man. I think they did a fantastic job at Port Royal here. The track, I know for a long time it was a very, very broken up there on the high side, as in like it was, you could just run that outside wall and you'd really get no rub off of speed or anything else after making that contact with the outside wall. So guys were just literally wall riding for the first little while. I'm pretty sure they fixed that now, where it definitely does a lot more damage to your car, kind of pulls you into it, can put you upside down like we saw a few times here tonight. But I would still like it more and more if we could really get like a good solid 2 or 3 lane racetrack. I think that would be absolutely mint. If we could get, I don't know what racetrack or how they need to do it, even if they create like a fake racetrack, I think it'd be cool if they could build an actual really, really good 3-lane racetrack out there, where whether it's tacky, half slick or all the way slick, just at all points in times, there's 3 good lines to run that you could really get a lot of speed, a little bit more in certain ones than other ones, but you got to hit them pretty much perfect to be able to get those good runs. And, I think that'd be really cool to have 3 good lane racetracks out there on the racetrack. So, it's something that I think that, iRacing should look into and see what they should be able to do. But I think it's obviously doable, man. They can do anything on a computer nowadays. So, they can do anything. Very bad ruts going into each corner. Yeah, that would be interesting too. Cedar Lake, I think, is like one of the only tracks. Cedar Lake and Lima Land. Lima Land, once it kind of gets super slicked off, you really get those ruts going into the corner. And then Cedar Lake down on the bottom side of like corner number 1 usually has those pretty good ruts as well. Those definitely, like, it just gives the track so much more character. But being able to have that 3-lane racing, I think would be really, really good. Would be really cool to see. You want stars? I got you next Monday. Laugh out loud. If I win, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to fix that race next Monday, Jeremy. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna have to fix that. We're gonna have to fix it. Very bad ruts going into each corner. Yeah, exactly, Skylar. That's exactly what I would want to. A lot of like just cool ruts and just some cool character to the racetrack to be able to make the track that much better and that much more, characteristic and everything else. And obviously having that good 2-3 lane racing, no matter what the conditions of the racetrack are, I think it's a big thing to really make it, really make a good racetrack, I think. Up top on this one, when it slicks off, You got to be careful entering because it'll catch you and throw you into the fence. Yeah, exactly. It's the same. It's kind of like the same with every track, though, now, right? Like, I mean, even if you think of Lernerville, right? Like, the high side continues to always be the fastest way around the racetrack, but you just got to be very, very careful of how you hit that high side, or else if you blow it just that inch too far, instead of getting into a fence, you go over the berm, right? And I mean, there's a lot of other tracks that are like that as well. You look at like I-55, or even some of the other ones. I think really the only track that's really not high side dominant all the time is like Williams Grove. I'd say Williams Grove is probably like the only track that's really not high side dominant, or at least in 3 and 4, it's kind of high side dominant once it gets super slicked off, but 1 and 2 is still on the bottom side. And that'd be like the only track that's kind of different lane, but really there's not a lot on the high side once you get into 1 and 2, where I don't know, that's a tricky track itself there. But I think Williams Grove is like one of the other ones that are, it's got that super good characteristics with the 2 different corners. But it definitely needs something. I don't know what track, if they want to base it off of a track or whatever, but like, I don't know. I look at tracks like Ohsweken Speedway. We only have one Canadian track in all of iRacing, which is Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, which is that pavement road course track, which is great and all. It's cool, but like, it's not anything special, and it's nothing for the dirt side or oval side. So I think iRacing needs to do something where they either bring in an oval pavement track or oval dirt track from Canada as well. And if they're going to bring in a dirt track, they got to bring in Ohsweken Speedway. It's like the creme de la creme up here in Canada. It's literally like the Canadian Sprint Car Nationals are there every year. Glenn Cyrus continues to put in more and more money to make that track that much better. And the track, the facility, everything is absolutely perfect on a nightly basis. And when you watch those guys race, man, they're, if they got the street stocks out there, they're 2, 3, 4 wide battling in the street stocks. They're in the comp 4s, in the little Cavaliers and stuff. They're 2, 3, 4, 5 wide out there on the racetrack at pretty much all times. And then you throw in the sprint cars, and the sprint cars are the same way. They're out there running 3 wide, 4 wide, all throughout the field. Even when the racetrack is completely slicked off, they're still 3, 4 wide battling out there. And I think that really makes the track that much better. And I think Ohsweken really builds to that good multi-lane racing all throughout the night, whether it's slick, whether it's tacky, whether it's kind of, split up or a little slick, groove throughout the middle. It's consistently has that good, 3, 4 wide battling and ability to run those 3 or 4 multiple different lines, which makes it really, really cool, makes it really interesting. And I think that, I think Ohsweken Speedway should be one of these racetracks that iRacing actually puts in. I know they were in talks for a little while with Glenn and the boys at Ohsweken with iRacing to maybe get the racetrack in, but that was 3, 4, maybe 5 years ago, and I think talks fell apart or whatever else, or COVID happened, and then it kind of all got shut down. But I think this year they need to get out there and they need to scan that racetrack, and they need to get Ohsweken Speedway up onto the same here, come, fall or even midsummer, but probably like fall season before maybe the beginning of winter. I think that's what they need to do. I think that's a track that they need to add in. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all very much for tuning in. Thank y'all for coming in and hanging out with us here once again tonight. Another wicked show and another wicked race here by all of our drivers, our admins, our race officials, everyone that comes in and helps out and puts on these wicked shows, especially here with the Mo Racers guys. A huge shout out to B2D Manufacturing coming in and showing that love and being part of the team here with the Mo Racers and sponsoring the league and making this able to, for not only myself to do it, but for all these drivers to be able to enjoy it and being able to broadcast it to all their friends and families and everything else. So a huge shout out to B2D Manufacturing, and obviously a huge shout out to Jeremy Sutton and all the boys at Mo Racers for putting this on and continuing to have all these guys show up every Monday, even though I think it's a national holiday for the U.S. I'm pretty sure down in the U.S. it's a national holiday. I didn't know that. It's not a holiday up in Canada. At least I'm pretty positive it's not a holiday up here in Canada. But I was looking at my phone at 1 o'clock this afternoon, or probably like 1:30, and I'm like, wait a minute, my Philadelphia Flyers are playing right now? What is going on here? It's a Monday evening, and it's not a holiday, but it's just not a holiday up here in Canada. It is down there, but not up here. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your night. If you guys are part of the national holiday that's happening right now, hopefully you guys have a great holiday, and hopefully you guys have a great holiday Monday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some good racing action. Hopefully you guys enjoy some football. If you guys are out watching some football right now, as I know the Cowboys and Buccaneers are playing, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that, as I'm probably going to hop off and check the score out for that. If they're still playing, I'm going to be jumping in and going to be watching some football here before I end up going to work, and then once I get to work, I'll hopefully be able to catch the rest of that game, and hopefully we'll see some craziness unfold, maybe some more heroics coming out of Tom Brady in that Buccaneers team. But I don't know, it's going to be hard to beat that Dallas Cowboys. They're gonna be a tough team. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see y'all tomorrow night, baby. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Peace out, chat. Peace out, baby. Oh, what a night.